Hi everyone, I recently decided that I want to embark on a new challenge. So I thought, what should I do? Should I lift? Should I run? Should I just eat a lot of food? Well, for some reason I decided to run a marathon. But this is your typical elite marathon runner. They're usually from Africa. They weigh somewhere between 110 and 140 pounds. They can run really fast, but they're also really small. But I can't compete with an Eastern African runner. That's why I want to become the world's fattest marathon runner. I would become an ordinary marathon runner, but I don't want to weigh 130 pounds because for some reason I thought it would be funny if I can run a marathon as fast as the other guys, but for weighing over 200 pounds. It's not actually funny, but it's unique, I guess. So this is my goal. I'm gonna try to run a marathon in less than 2.5 hours while getting my weight above 210 or 220 pounds. There may be some people who have done it in less than 3 hours, weighing about 200, but I think if I get less than 2.5 hours marathon time, weighing more than 210 pounds, I don't know if that's the world record, but it must be pretty close. I don't know a lot about training for a marathon. I still think that I need to learn a lot as I go, but I do plan on running 5 to 6 days a week right now. The first day is a slower pace run for longer durations. The second one is a little bit faster, maybe that I can maintain for 20 minutes before falling off, and I'll walk for a couple minutes, and then I'll start running the faster pace again. Third one is going to be pace at my fastest mile. And then when I can't continue any longer, I'm going to walk for maybe 3 minutes and then try to pick the pace up again like before. And I'm going to do that cycling through one at a time, maybe 5 days a week for now, but later on I do plan on adding additional days, but I need to get my body ready for marathon training before I do any of that. In addition to that, I am going to have to eat a lot of food. My current weight is only about 185 to 190 pounds, so I am going to have to put weight on at the same time. I might go the first 6 months or so just focusing on my running and not losing weight so I can stay at 185 to 190 pounds, and then when I can run a mile or a marathon rather a lot faster, that's when I'm going to put on most of the weight, preferably a year before the big race. I am still about 4 months into my training, and I spent about half of that time with knee injuries. So it's not going well, but I did manage to bring my mile time down. When I first started, I was running a mile in about 12 minutes, 5 miles an hour, and it was a very rough pace for me in the beginning. I was athletic to start off with, but I guess I'm not a runner anymore. Now, like I said, 4 months after, and half of that time I was injured, but I have managed to run a mile in 6 minutes and 40 seconds, and I do frequently run, over 5 miles. I am a little bit concerned about the knee that has been getting injured, but I've been applying ice therapy to it, and I'm not having that issue anymore, so maybe it's gone, maybe that's not an issue anymore, but I don't know. I'll have to keep an eye on it. So I'm not 100% sure that I'll be able to do this or if my knee health is going to be an issue, but I have been seeing very fast improvements, so if my knees don't become a problem, I am optimistic that I can run a marathon much faster than 3 hours, considering my fast jogging pace is already fast enough to run in less than 3 hours. I just need to extend the distance to 26 miles instead of maybe like 3 miles. But that's something that you can do with training and conditioning. But I do want to run it a lot faster than 3 hours. If I can get it less than 2.5 hours to 2 hours and 20 minutes, that's the ideal goal. And then I can get my weight up to 210 pounds and hopefully break a world record. That probably doesn't exist. I know that following marathon runners probably isn't the most entertaining YouTube channel. It's still a very good goal to achieve, and it's good for motivating you to achieve your goals as well. Who knows, maybe someday I will become the world's heaviest elite marathon runner. Not any marathon runner. Some people have finished when they weigh over 400 pounds, but best elite marathon runner, running it in less than 2.5 hours, 2 hours, 20 minutes, who knows. So like the channel and let's see if we can achieve the goal.